Good morning. 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 Let's see if anyone shows up. If so, and you can hear me, please let me know. If not, we'll have to restart this sucker. Sibling tags, folks. All right. Who? Tag on conference. Tag, 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 tag. I tagged you and you don't want to be tagged? I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you. If you can't hear me, please let me know. Can y'all hear me? If you can't, let me know because I've had some issues while I'm driving. If you can hear me, please give me a yes. If you can't hear me, please give me a no, and we'll crank this sucker back up some other way. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Got a little congestion this morning. I can hear you. Awesome. Golly. I'm so grateful for that. I'm kind of a spontaneous kind of guy when things come to me. I like to share them as they come, you know? Fresh inspiration. And every morning, there's new stuff, all right? New stuff posting all throughout the day. I'm just kind of releasing it. And I haven't been able to do these spontaneous lives like I used to because my volume wouldn't work and and it would cut me off. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a break for a little while, you know? But uh, I've got a lot to give. I'm just constantly listening, and that's something we were talking about yesterday with Brian and Shauna, Brian Christian and Shauna, and Mama Faye, and Mama Faye back in like 20. I think I started going down there back in like 2013. She's got a place out in the country, and people just seem to show up. Those who are supposed to be there, you know, come. We're all being kind of attracted to one another. Anyway, it really some things that she used to really talk about, and it was already in me. I just heard it in her, and it resonated, you know. But everything, she's constantly listening, and she says for the Lord. She's listening here in everything, and that's one thing that really, really, really had a lot of influence with me and really encouraged me because I was hearing in here. And so when I hear things, I just release it. But this morning I wanted to talk about some things for us that are very practical. I love to share things that are practical for us and that are very simple and easy and and produce a lot of fruit in my life. And the more I'm walking in this way, the easier things are becoming. Effortless. You know, I've been saying that for a long time. There's a place that we get to where everything just flows freely, effortlessly. We're not trying to create things. We're not trying to manifest things. We have no need nor want. Things are flowing to and from effortlessly. Ideas and inspirations come, and if we're clear, there's no choice there. We just follow. And then you're like, gosh, how did that even happen? You can't even explain it because you're just in the flow. Is what I love to call it, the flow. And in the Ho'oponopono, it's called the pure state, zero state, where I'm memory free, and that's what I want to talk about this morning. I got to go through this toll bridge here in a second. But we'll keep going. We won't be long. And so the title of this was "The Choice Is Yours." And if I haven't said good morning to you, good morning. If I haven't said I love you, and thank you. Two very powerful statements that we can say out loud, and they're also very powerful just to constantly say within internally. They'll move objects, test it. You can place a crystal on a string and hang it, and you can think I love you, and that crystal will start to move very rapidly. Works with everything. Love. So the choice is ours, right? The choice is yours. And the choice is moment by moment. And the choice is very, very, very simple. Brother Arthur Burke, Mama Faye was talking about this yesterday, brought this message a long, long time ago to Fort Deposit, Alabama, and it's really carried over. But he really brought the message of let the peace of God rule your heart. So either I'm experiencing peace or I'm out of peace. I'm either bowing or I'm bowing up. I'm either agreeing or I'm resisting. I'm either at rest or I'm not at rest, uneasy. Either I'm at ease or I'm dis-ease. It's either life or death, moment by moment now. I'm either saved or I'm not. Moment by moment. Salvation is moment by moment. I'm either walking in the present moment or I'm in the past or worried about the future. Therefore, I'm either easy or uneasy. And there's many indicators to this. There's many, many indicators to this. But let me tell you about the subconscious mind real quick. Hello. Thank you. You too. Her bracelet said broken pieces. The word piece there. And we're seeing in pieces. We're seeing a fragment of what's really going on. Our conscious mind, the intellect, which is a gift, is the gift to choose. But we have thought that our conscious mind, our intellect, what we're conscious of, is everything. It's a member of the entire being. So the entire being, the way I see it, is God, divine creator, infinite, infinity, infinite. Then you've got spirit, breath, ha, the breath of inspiration, some say the superconscious. Then you've got the conscious intellect, which has the ability to choose, reason, logic, weigh and measure. And then you've got the subconscious mind, the divine child within, the womb of creation, that deals with emotions and memories and either in inspiration, right? Divine inspiration. But we've been operating almost fully with the intellect, which is just a part, right? Which is just a part. So I have two choices. Either I can trust in divinity, our being, our divine being, which requires a trust in the invisible, right? The one who knows all. Or I can engage memories. I can choose my own way. I can engage the memories that are constantly replayed. So here's the way I see it. We're not being programmed or indoctrinated. It's already there. It's already there in the subconscious mind, which we share, one mind. So I come here, I awaken here. The visible realm is unveiled. And I agreed to come here with a database with all these memories in the database. All these memories are already in the database. We don't even know what they all are. They're innumerable to me, to my intellect. They are mountains. They are the clouds that I just need one little ray of inspiration to shine through. I need a break in that. So what happens is we come into an environment. It's starting at our mother's womb, and we start to experience things. And people say, well, I was taught. Well, I was not. I was programmed by the educational system. I used to say all this now. I was programmed by the entertainment system. I was programmed by the governmental system. I was programmed by the religious system. I was programmed by the financial system. I was programmed by the medical system, pharmaceutical system. No, I wasn't. I came with a set amount of programs already there. They're ancient. Think about the memory of death. It's ancient. If we go off the Bible, Adam died at 900 something years old. Nobody had ever experienced death before in that way, a physical death. Think about the memory of another experience. The memory of sin, separation, dualism. They're memories. So they're ancient. And I come here with this database full of these memories. Now, I couldn't tell you that, I think we probably agreed and came here, and, this is just what I've been given here recently, with a certain amount of them. And so, even in the mother's womb, as I experience certain people, as I go through certain situations and circumstances, experiences, as these memories, which are lying dormant, asleep, begin to awaken. They begin to awaken. I feel them. They're emotions, right? I feel them, and the feeling is then crystallized into thought. And as a man thinketh, so is he. As a person thinks, so will their experience be. They crystallize into thought images or thought forms which manifest as form in our life. And will continue to manifest and replay until the memory is clear. So it's real simple. There's many indicators that memory is a program. So I'm not being programmed. The program is already there. So now I have an opportunity to transmute the program. And when it's transmuted or transitioned or dissolved into love, erased, the program's erased in all of creation, seen and unseen, animate and inanimate, invisible and visible, dark and light, animal, plant, and mineral kingdoms. So we have the ability, we have the chance to set all of creation free, moment by moment. So some indicators that I am in a program. Some indicators are I'm uneasy. I'm thinking. Have you ever noticed when there's a problem, you obsessively think about the problem, and then more of the problem comes? I need an out. I need a very simple, good morning, Dory. I need a very simple way to erase the programs, the memories. Very, very simple. Very simple. I've been on this journey and I've been seeking out the simplest way. And then through this seeking, which I didn't even, that desire I didn't even intellectually, consciously come up with that intent or desire. It bubbled up from the unconscious. And in that, I was told the truth transmutes all into the truth. Love transmutes all into love. Jesus said, love thy enemy, right? Take no thought, right? Resist not the enemy. Resist not. Do not resist a thing. Agree with all things, because here's the test. Is every moment perfect and correct for me in that moment? Yes, it is. Am I agreeing with that, or am I resisting that? If I'm resisting, I will feel frustrated, angry, aggravated, agitated, and you name it, all of that. Anxious, I'll worry, and I'm not in the present moment. So the truth is in the present, which is the presence, which is love, which is peace, which is tranquility, which is rest, effortless rest. Not working and striving for a thing, everything being provided. Everything being provided, because each and every moment is perfect and correct for me, which is all. So what do I do when the memories bubble up? What do? Because I've come here to set us all free now. Just as Jesus, I've come here to set us free, to set myself free, and through setting myself free, I'm setting all free. So first and foremost, something that's been very profound for me is peace begins with me. Therefore, if I'm out of peace, it cannot be anything outside of me. And then let's take it even further. Everything is within me. Nothing is outside of me. Here's a good example. When I'm looking at the tree, when I'm looking at people, when I see the car coming, if it's not being processed in here, it's not there. So where's it at? It's in here. All of my problems, not some, all of my so-called problems, which are opportunities, are actually memories stored in my subconscious mind. And since it's our subconscious mind and they're ancient, I didn't just come here and gain them. I already had them. They're already there. And if they weren't already there, certain things would not be attracted into my life. They're being attracted into my life because they're mirrors pointing to the memory that's replaying as a problem, a situation, a person, whatever it may be. So I need now they become, once I see this, how simple this is, they're all opportunities to set myself free. And through setting myself free, I'm setting everything free. If I'm perceiving a problem, it's my own perception, it's my own lens that needs to be cleansed. It's my cup that needs to be cleaned, emptied. And once it's emptied, once it's erased, inspiration, that light of inspiration shines through. And the cleaner we become, cleaning your own temple. David Hawkins, they asked, David Hawkins says, there's only two things we're here to do. Keep your house clean and love yourself. Which is finding out who you are. So once the cleaner I become, the more I am aware of that inspiration that's always there, that I follow and flow. It's almost like having blinders on. You don't even know. You just end up places. And I used to think I had to be able to explain how. I don't any longer. I'm repenting right here in front of everybody. I have thought that I could consciously choose everything, and then I found out that even that conscious choice is bubbling up from somewhere else that I'm not aware of. So I'm okay today not knowing. I'm simply okay now with trusting in our divine being, which is also me now. It's a part of us, right? The whole. And now I am accessing the full resources of our entire being, not just the intellect, not just the subconscious mind, not just spirit, but also divine creator, all of our being. So when these bubble up, and indicators are I'm uneasy, I'm anxious, I'm not in the present moment, I'm out of peace, you could say. Let the peace of God rule my heart, right? I've judged something as it is not. I'm blaming. And here's the biggest indicator. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I have to know. I'm thinking. And if you dig into that word thought, where it says, take no thought, be anxious, don't be anxious about a thing. Take no thought. To think is to divide. I'm dividing everything up and defining everything and creating little boxes for everything. But there's a place where we simply experience. And there's a place where it is so effortless that we just flow with life and we agree with all things. Jesus being the prime example, he agreed with life to such the extent that he allowed his own family, his own body, to murder him. He didn't fight. And I've been hearing this for years, Alec. We're coming to a place where there's no more resistance, where you won't resist a thing. You'll go all the way to the cross. I hear these things, and I see things differently now, but you'll go all the way to the cross, and you will not resist in word nor actions nor deed. And I've been hearing things like this for years. I'm like, how could that be possible? How? How can this be possible? And I'm telling you how. So when I'm out of peace, when I feel uneasy, I'm agitated, I'm aggravated, I'm angry, I'm overthinking, I'm obsessively thinking, I'm in a program. I'm in a memory that's replaying over and over. When I'm blaming someone else, when I want to point the finger outside at anything, here's a good example. Over the weekend, someone had a friend that had cut ties with him. Sent him a message saying, "Hey, I don't think we need to be in this, friendship anymore." Whatever it was there. And I've had many of that. I've had that happen a lot. And I used to think I was being rejected. See, my perception was off. It used to hurt really bad because I needed that relationship first off. I needed that validation, right? I didn't really clearly see who I was. And and so I would automatically go into blame, pointing the finger. And here's an example. Well, they're just going through this, and this. They're just in a different place than me. May be true. Well, you know, I would always look at the other and try to explain what was going on with them, why they broke the relationship, where they're at, blah, 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 blah. But now I see that when a relationship is broken or a tie is broken, it wasn't perfect and correct for me in that moment. Because life is constantly perfect and correct for me in that moment. I just need to agree. I have a choice. I can either engage the memory, the problem, or I can choose to trust divinity with all my heart and lean not on my own conscious intellect. In all my ways, yield to that, to life. Agree, yield, agree, and it shall direct my path, which is the way I follow. It's inspiration. So each moment, it's moment by moment, moment by moment, moment by moment. And when I find myself in a memory, a program, let's just say it's either easy or uneasy. When I'm uneasy, that's where I'm at. When I'm blaming, when I'm overthinking, that's where I'm at. What can I do? There's many techniques, and if you go back and watch like my YouTube, I'm constantly pointing to dropping down within an experience. Experiencing what? Love, peace. Those things that we cannot define, that can only be encountered and experienced. But it's so simple that I simply turn within and say, I love you. I can do it as I'm going all day long because the real is constantly playing. And here's why, because the memories are innumerable to my intellect. Hey, baby, Jessica, they're innumerable. They're constantly playing, refilling, replaying, refilling, replaying. So I need help because I'm consciously, my intellect was designed to make a choice. It wasn't designed to know everything. We designed it for choice. And it's either to choose to engage the memory, to choose my own way, or to choose to trust in my divine self. But I need to give my divine self permission to come in and erase, transmute, dissolve the memory that's replaying as problems, which shifts my entire perspective. It shifts everything moment by moment. I'm the savior of myself now, renewing your mind, yes. Experience. Every time I drop down and experience this, I am shifting, renewing. Because the truth dissolves all things into the truth. Love dissolves all things into love. And I really have no enemy. As the memories bubble up, I simply love it all. And when I say I love you, thank you, inside now, you don't have to even say it outside. I'm saving myself. I'm setting myself free, setting all free. I'm saying I love you to my divine self. what that does is I'm saying I'm sorry. I'm taking full responsibility, 100% responsibility for everything in my life, everything. Nothing has outside power. It's all here. So I'm taking 100% responsibility, and through saying I love you, thank you, dropping down, experiencing that, I am using the full resources. I'm engaging my divine self, our divine being, and saying, I need some help here. Because consciously, my intellect only processes, get this, about 15 bits of the 15 million bits of information that's being processed every second, every moment. So what do I really know? I need help. The one that I think I am needs help. The intellect, so I have that choice. And once I love you, thank you. Once I engage that, I love you, thank you. I trust this is what's happening. I trust that God, our divine being, my divine self, the true self, is coming right in and hitting the delete button on the memory that's been replaying and all these problems and situations. I've just come in, back into, and connected with the present moment, my true self. Moment by moment, all through the day. This is what's going on. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. I love you. The trees, the road, everything's alive. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry if I've offended you in any way. Thank you. I'm taking full responsibility for all of it. Everything. I cannot point the finger at anything or anyone. I can't say, well, they were just going through this. They just, they don't understand. They don't see me. They're in another place as me. They're not as awakened as me. No, what's going on in me that is creating this problem? I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you. This is perfect. This is the perfect and correct thing for me right now. And I'm just agreeing. I was told quite some time ago, we're coming to a place of no resistance. We're in the rest of God. It's the pure in heart that shall see all things pure. It's the cup that's been cleaned inside, emptied. Keep your house clean. It's moment by moment. Your temple. Only you can do these things. It's your choice, moment by moment. Am I choosing life or am I choosing death? Am I choosing life, which is present now, or am I choosing the past occurrences to engage those? Am I choosing the present moment, or am I anxious thinking and worried about a future that is an illusion? Life and death here, easy, uneasy, peace or distorted thoughts, noise. And don't be discouraged, be persistent with this. Test it out, test it and see the fruit yourself. Just test it. And what you'll see is that as these things arise, you're simply taking 100% responsibility now. We're taking responsibility. There's nothing outside of us that has the power. I'm taking responsibility for everything. Well, the news and the media and this going on, no. It would not be going on if it wasn't a memory replaying in me. Well, there's war over here and there's violence, there's all this famine and poverty. Okay, the government's doing this and that. No, it would not be going on if it was not going on in here. So I have to go to the root. Give you an example. Let's take a projector, and we'll be done with this. A projector plays a film. It plays film. The light shines through the film. The projector projects the light image, the thought image, the film image, the light onto the screen. Now, let's say the screen is reality. It's a clean slate now. It's pure. It's true. The projector that is playing the film and projecting the image, thought image, I said the image is a thought image. onto the screen, which is clean and pure. The screen is reality. And I'm seeing what's being projected, and I'm perceiving what's being projected onto the screen, misrepresenting the screen. It's an illusion. So I've been projecting memories onto the screen, the canvas of pure perfection, misrepresenting the pure perfection that I'm looking at, and I'm perceiving that and judging that. So what in the past, what I've tried to do, what we've tried to do is reach out onto the screen and change it, change the illusion in the illusion outside. You can't. Reach onto a movie screen. Next time you're watching your TV, reach up to your TV and try to change what's playing. You can't. You have to change the tape. You have to change the data. You have to change the reel. And what I'm saying is you have to delete it so that we see, to the pure in heart all things are pure. The pure shall see God, right? Each time these come up, we have the opportunity to see what's true. The projections, the memory from the past that I'm perceiving that's keeping me in the past is coming from within me. They're stored in my subconscious mind. I've just given us a way to delete those. And I don't have to know what they are. That's the best part about it. I don't have to pinpoint them. Spirit, divinity knows exactly what needs to be erased, which is also me. We just set it up, so we have to depend upon this part of us. So test it out. I love you all. Peace begins with me, right? Just take that and think about that, always. If you have any questions or anything, please reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you. And I know today if someone brings a problem to me, it's an opportunity to erase it within me. I have pitched fits. I have, believe me, trying to walk in this way, I have wanted to blame something or someone. Ask Jessica. I have pitched almost like baby fits. And I always come right back in here. And it is awesome. It is so awesome to see that there's nothing out here, and it's all in here. Now I have the ability to shift or to transmute for the greatest good of all. Peace. Love you all. See ya.